welcome. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to invite you to take a moment with me to remember our deployed military members who cannot be home like most of us can be. It is a cause that is near and dear to my husband's heart and therefore my own as well. And if you feel like it, take a moment with us. Enjoy your video. Bye-bye. TGIF, happy Friday, everybody. This is the Friday Fraud Law Review. And we have a doozy here. Remember they told us that there's no internal fraud at Social Security. Oh, they're just hardworking folk. Well, apparently not all of them. So let's get to it. This came out early June 2025. These are not necessarily going in the right order as I go through them on certain days. But okay, this is out of Houston, Southern District of Texas. It is entitled Social Security Employee Pleads Guilty to Multi-Million-Dollar Fraud Scheme. Let's see what happened. I haven't even read it yet. Okay, he pled guilty, so I can splurge the name, right? The not so lovely David Lamb, Lam, age 45 of Pearland, or is it Pearland? I think it's Pearland. Was an operations supervisor and claims specialist for the Social Security Administration office in Houston. Wait a minute. Everyone's up and up, right? There could be no workers there. What if he got let go with Doge and people were crying about it? Just kidding. I know some people totally don't have a hard time and didn't deserve to be let go. But then again, all of us have been let go at some point or other, or most of us, myself included. And it's part of life. It's part of adulting up. It happens. Not everything revolves around us and our particular salary source. Anyways, part of his plea, apparently he did admit to stealing the personally identifying information, PII, of recently deceased men, and then using that PII to facilitate fraud benefits applications. Wait a minute. Weren't they telling us that no dead people's benefits were getting paid? Didn't we hear this time and time again in early 2025? I think Elon Musk said, no, it's happening. And certain media sources and their followers said, untrue, untrue, untrue. Well, then why are all these people getting convicted of it? Pray tell. Okay, so apparently Lamb admitted to working with various co-conspirators, typically women with children. Whoa, getting worse as we go along, huh? To file fraudulent survivor benefits applications listing the deceased men as the children's fathers or stepfathers. If true, this would have entitled the women to receive benefits while raising their children as widows, even if the children are not from the deceased men. However, the women had no connection to the men listed on the applications, and the deceased men did not father the children, according to the Office of Inspector General in this report. To facilitate his scheme, Lamb would utilize the deceased men's names, dates of birth and death, and social security numbers. He would also instruct the co-conspirators, which is the mothers of these children who are not the children of these dead fathers, to split the stolen funds with him. The women would transfer funds via applications like Zelle, Cash App, or Chime. Lamb, I'm sorry, he's not a lamb, he's more like a pig, agreed to take, and I insulted pigs, which I feel bad about because I always wanted a pet pig, and I'm going to get one in a few years. Lamb agreed to take responsibility for causing over $3 million in loss to the SSA and has agreed to pay the amount in restitution. Does he actually have the money? You can agree to pay anything. People do that with contracts all the time, and then they breach them. Sentencing apparently is occurring September 12th of 2025, and Mr. Lamb faces up to 5 years in federal prison, okay, don't get me started, up to 5 years in federal prison for conspiracy to defraud the United States on the conspiracy charge, and $250,000 maximum fine. He will also face 2 years for aggravated identity theft, which must run consecutively, not concurrently, at least we have that, to any sentence imposed. Can you believe he only gets 5 years? 5 years. He's made criminals out of women who are apparently probably criminal anyway, because I don't think an innocent person ends up doing that. And I'm guessing it didn't all happen in one singular episode, but he did it again and again and again. They don't tell us that specifics. I wish they did, but I don't think you get to over $3 million in one day. One little episode. A little mental fugue. I just kind of had a brain fart. So I think the 5 years is pathetic. Pathetic. All right. I'm going off here. What do you guys think? 5 years, good enough for that? Are the other ladies? I want to know if these fine ladies are indicted, or are they going to get a slap on the wrist because they're child rearing? And if they're child rearing, what kind of job are they doing with those children? Just asking. I got hello again. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful, if not just a little bit informative. In the event you have a Social Security question you want addressed, please feel free to make a comment below and ask the question, even if nothing to do with this particular video. And just a quick, again, reminder, we have our daily video shares and tips around noon every day of the week. And on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our live Q&A session where you can come in live and enter your questions in the chat. And we all pretty much have a good time for an hour or two. I look forward to seeing you there, hopefully. And lastly, don't forget about our benefactor memberships. They're very reasonably priced. The first one is very nominal, and you get a few perks, but on a bigger scale, it contributes to us being able to fulfill a mission of assisting certain people with representation that would otherwise not be able to get it. We look forward to continuing to do that, and so far it's working out like the bomb. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Bye-bye now.